Joining me right now is Democratic Congressman from Connecticut, Jim Himes. Congressman, thank you for coming in. You sit on the House Intelligence Committee. What is your reaction to this?
Good morning, Kate. It's completely unacceptable, and it's a pattern, right? We saw a couple of weeks ago that the Department of Justice had secretly sought the records of Washington Post reporters. And the reason, you read Jeff Zucker's statement there, the reason it's completely unacceptable is, yes, the Constitution, but even as importantly is the fact that through our history, all sorts of skullduggery and fraud and deception, from the Pentagon Papers, where D.C. was lying about the Vietnam War, to low-level corruption, gets exposed because the media, the press, is out there telling that story. And if sources and the press believe that as a routine matter, their identities could be disclosed, that all comes to a halt. Now let me be clear here. The passing on of classified information is, of course, illegal. But this is not a tool that we want in the toolbox of the Department of Justice.
No, it has a real and true chilling effect on being able to keep government accountable. It really does. The January 6th.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was just going to make the point that, I don't want to speculate as to the motivations of Attorney General Barr or Attorney General Sessions, but it is possible, it is in the realm of the possible, given what we know about those attorney generals, that this was done because the president was angry about something that was critical of him. So there's just a wide array of reasons why this is why this is an unacceptable thing for the DOJ to have done.
Yeah, and that Barbara wasn't even aware of it until now. It's really, honestly, terrifying. Can I ask? I do want to ask you about the January 6th commission, because I was pretty struck yesterday when Speaker Pelosi was hopeful that, despite the current math in the Senate, that somehow they're going to she thinks that they could still find a way to pass the commission, the bill forming the commission, through the Senate. Are you hopeful, Congressman?
Well, I'm certainly hopeful. I'm not sure I'm confident, but I'm certainly hopeful. Look, what happened on January 6th, and I was there, I was one of the last guys off the floor of the House of Representatives, was a unique and historical moment in all the wrong ways for this country. And the idea that we shouldn't understand the details, that we shouldn't get at the motivations, that we shouldn't sort of tell ourselves, like the 9/11 Commission did, what we can do to avoid that in the future is quite frankly a crime. But the Republican leadership realizes that as a purely political matter, if there are images out there of, thousands of insurgents waving Donald Trump flags, as there were, that this is politically inconvenient. So the same party that demanded 8, 9, 10 different commissions and investigative bodies for the Benghazi disaster is now saying, oh, I'm sorry, we just can't do this. And it's an outrage.
But I will say, Congressman, more than one Senate Republican is openly admitting to reporters that at least part of the motivation to oppose the commission among Senate Republicans is because of the midterm election. I mean, Senator Thune said that it could be weaponized politically and, as he put it, drug into next year. If they're admitting this, they clearly do not think it hurts them politically to take this position.
Well, they're being honest about what everybody knows. Look, there is no justification. The idea that somehow an attack on the United States Capitol is equivalent to and should be examined by the same body that looks into riots in Portland is absurd on the face of it. Both acts are wrong. One was sponsored by the United States president, was a core attack on our democracy. And by the way, Nancy Pelosi in the negotiations, Kevin McCarthy, the minority leader, sends a letter saying, do these 3 things and I'll support it. She does those 3 things. A Republican representative, John Katko, negotiates this with the Democratic committee chair, and they say no because they realize that getting in the face of Donald Trump pushes that party towards extinction. So they're in a terrible vice, right? They know that this is what we should be doing, but they also know that Donald Trump is the very core, the very essence of the Republican Party today.
Hopeful, not confident. I think that could be a bumper sticker for kind of everything right now. It's good to see you, Congressman. Thank you for coming in.